This is the Angry Birds King Pig Apptivity toy made by the company themselves, Mattel. You know, the company that is recognizable for the most famous franchise, Hot Wheels, and also the company that is recognizable for making board games. Even Angry Birds is one of them. And of course, they are also recognizable for these Apptivity toys. Not only Mattel make the Apptivity toy for Angry Birds, but also for other games as well, like Cut the Rope, Fruit Ninja, etc. The box design is really cool. I really like the shape of it, and it's really unique. We can see the figure inside the box as well, and also the King Pig design at the front of the box too, with some other informations written. The back of the box is also really good as well. At the front of the box we can see a magic logo, and they also say launch pigs across your iPad, and also they say download the app, and we can also see the King Pig being used on the iPad, which I will show you how it works. At the bottom we can see they say it's safe for iPad use, works with iPad, and the game is available on App Store and it's ages 4 and up. And we also see an Angry Birds logo with the King Pig chrome design on it, with a poached eggs background, the part 1 background. On one side it says works with iPad with a magic logo, and on the other side it says something about terminating digital Apptivity app after September 1st, 2014. At the back of the box it says King Pig turns the tables on the Angry Birds HD app, with some 3 steps on how to use the figure and 3 features of it, and 2 images on the gameplay of it itself. One noticeable difference is that the rocket pig here is different from the final version, where it has white rockets and an antenna, which are not in the final version of it, having red stripes and fins and no antenna. And at the bottom of it we see the contents of it and also the copyright information. Now let's crack this up and see what's inside. So this is how it looks like when it is out of the box, and this is the box itself. I'll just skip that, and this is what's inside. We have the figure and the card and the manual, and that's it. Nothing new. So let's open this up and let's start the review. So here are the contents it has. So let's start with its manual here. This is how it looks like, and it basically shows how do you I guess how do you play, or I mean how do you install the Angry Birds app, I believe, or I think, I have no clue. I think this is how do you install the Angry Birds app. Open the Safari browser on your iPad, visit www.metal.com/apptivity-central, tap the free icon to install the app. Once installed, tap the new app icon from your home screen to launch. And we have the Angry Birds and magic logo, and that's it. It's a green thing right here. And we have the card. We have the magic and the age label and the Angry Birds, the trademark. And at the back it's just a lot of information, the Mattel logo. And in each individual play page shows like this. So at first it's the download and play, the same thing, the same instructions they say, and this is how the figure looks like. And what else it has, let's see. And it has the finger grips, I believe, and the enabling Apptivity right here. And here's the multitasking gestures, which I'm gonna show you later. This is very important. And this is troubleshooting if your iPad doesn't respond to it, so it can help. And yeah, that's it. That's all it has. Now let's move on to the figure himself, the King Pig. Not gonna say anything about it, it's just a normal King Pig design, really accurate to the chrome design of it.
and it's made of hard plastic, and there's a crown, very spiky, not that much, the big snout, and at the bottom it has three, what do they call it, as the contact points, and these are very kind of like sophisticated for touchscreen response. Oops, I dropped it. And yeah, there's nothing else to say. It's a separate base piece, and yeah, that's it. Nothing else new here. Now let's move on to this thing using on the iPad. Let's do it.
One thing to remind you that if you want to have a better experience of this Apptivity toy, then you have to go to settings, then to general, and scroll all the way down until you find the multitasking gestures. Make sure that it is toggled off. After you toggle it off, you're good to go. The digital Apptivity applications that I think it was referring to this app right here, which I'll review it right now. Right after opening the app, you will see a pop-up right here which says welcome to Apptivity, and it just tell you about turning off the multitasking gestures, which I already told you about it. And if you don't want to see the pop-up again, you just press on don't show this again, so that it won't show you again after you boot up the second time. Or you can just press continue button to proceed. This app has so many games that are powered by Apptivity. From Angry Birds to Cut the Rope to WWE Rumblers, Fruit Ninja, etc. This app also has some options to choose from, like turning off multitasking gestures, care for your toys, Apptivity video, Mattel Apptivity, and of course more information. The most cool part is that if you're very lazy to search the game that you want, you can do one thing. At the bottom right here, tap it and it'll show a scanner. Now what you do is place the Apptivity toy you own onto the scanner, and the game will pop up based on what toy you scanned. You just press on go and you're shifted to that game area. Each of the game has three type of buttons: game, toys, and learn. When you tap the game, it'll show a pop-up on which version you want to install, depending on which game you are in. Unfortunately, both of them don't work, so do not try to press them. And for the toys, it just shows a description of it. And for learn, it just shifts you to the website, the game's website. And for the Angry Birds section, we see the birds at the left and the pigs at the right, King Pig at the bottom with egg, and Minion Pig at the top with a video on it. Unfortunately, the video also don't work, so do not try to press it. It'll show an error message. Every game has its own unique area, and if you are interested in looking on it, here they are. Quick reminder here is that this toy only works on the Angry Birds HD version or HD free, not the original ones. And also it works only in the older iPads like the iPad first generation. It might also work on the newer iPad devices if you have the older version of Angry Birds Classic HD version or HD free version installed. To make this toy work, first you have to go to any episode minus the 2 episodes which I'll tell you later. Then after that, you just select any level that you want, and after that, place the figure onto the screen and let the magic begin. First minigame we're gonna talk about is King Pig, where birds turn into pigs and pigs are now eggs. The goal is that you just play as pigs and defeat the eggs. If you fail the level, the King Pig will cry, and if you clear the level, King Pig will laugh. It's a very fun minigame. I have never get to see playing as pigs. We are always used to playing the birds, but now they also gave some opportunity to play as pigs as well, which is really cool. Next minigame is Bird Frenzy, where you have to beat the level with unlimited amount of birds. The main goal of the minigame is that you just shoot unlimited amount of birds and clear the level with a certain timer given at the top of the screen. If you fail to do so, King Pig will laugh, and if not, King Pig will cry. It's not a really bad one. I really like it. And I always try to pick up this. It's really fun to mess around and play with the unlimited amount of birds. Sometimes you might have to be lucky because they might give you weaker birds, which might cause some problems and just waste a lot of time. Next minigame is Total Destruction, where you just have to use your fingers to tap on the screen just to create mini explosions. No birds are loaded, you just create explosions. You can also use your King Pig figure as well because it has 3 contact points that act as touchscreen responders. It's a really fun and satisfying minigame, I would say. I really like how you tap the screen and just creates explosions. It's very satisfying. You also have to beat this level on a certain timer given. If you fail to do so, King Pig will laugh, and if you clear the level, King Pig will cry. The last minigame is Material Mix-Up, where the 2 materials will be switched, and it just creates some challenge because the way it's switched and the birds they select, it's very difficult to clear the level. Like for example, wood is switched to stone and you have Chuck, so it's very difficult for him to break the stone. If you complete the level, King Pig will cry, and if you don't complete the level, then King Pig will just laugh. These minigames will be randomly chosen by the game, so it's not on you, it's the game itself. The King Pig Apptivity toy doesn't work on the 2 episodes, Red Smiley Feathers and Short Fuse. This is because there is no pig counterpart for Red Smiley Feathers and there is no pig counterpart for Shockwave Bomb. So do not try to use this toy onto these 2 episodes. So what are my thoughts on this King Pig Apptivity toy? Well, I'd say for a 2012 toy, it's phenomenal. I really like this toy. And it's a perfect alternative way on playing the Golden King Pig, which requires 3 starring poached eggs to birthday party episode. Very challenging, so that's why this King Pig toy will save the day. Just place a figure onto the screen and just play those 4 minigames without using the Golden King Pig itself, which is really the best part. It's a shame that they don't use this toy for Red Smiley Feathers and Short Fuse. I wish there were pig counterparts of these 2 characters as well, it will be really cool. But other than that, this will wrap up in today's video. Do you have this toy? What are your thoughts on it? Is it really good or really bad? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, press the bell for more videos, and I will see you guys next time. Adios.